Choosing to study at university is one of the biggest investments you'll ever make, and student finance can seem really complicated. But here's our guide to what you need to know and how to get yourself sorted. While you're studying, you'll have two main costs: tuition fees and living costs. Next academic year, tuition fees at USW will be £9,000 per year. But the good news is that you don't have to pay this up front. Students in England and Wales can apply for a tuition fee loan, which you pay back after you've graduated and only once you earn over a certain amount. Support for living costs will depend on your circumstances, like where you live before you start uni, your household income, if you live with your parents while you study, and whether there are any people who depend on you for support. All these factors will be assessed when you apply for funding and will be used to determine how much financial support you can receive. Where you live is important because financial support is different for students in Wales and England. In Wales, financial support for living costs is provided through a combination of loans, which you have to pay back, and grants, which you don't. All students can access the same amount of money, regardless of household income, but it does affect the proportion you receive as a grant. The lower the household income, the higher the grant amount. In England, there unfortunately are no grants. All financial support for living costs is provided through loans, and the total amount you can borrow is based on your household income. The lower the household income, the more money you can borrow to cover your living costs. The loans to cover tuition fees and living costs are added together to form your total student loan. Interest is based on the retail price index, and you only start to make repayments when you earn over the minimum threshold, which is currently £26,575 a year. Once your earnings reach this threshold, you repay 9% of your earnings that sit above it. For example, somebody earning £28,000 a year would typically make a monthly payment of just £10. Repayments are collected monthly through the tax system, so they'll be automatically recalculated if your wage changes. If you haven't repaid all of your loan within 30 years, the remaining amount is written off. Many studies have shown that the large majority of students will not repay their loans in full. Students in Wales apply to Student Finance Wales for funding. Students from England apply to Student Finance England. You can apply for student funding online. Do this as soon as you can and don't leave it too late. It takes 6 to 8 weeks to process an application. You can apply for funding before you've been accepted on a course. Simply put down your first choice uni and course so your application can be assessed. If your choices change, just log into your account and update your details. Additional funding is available for people who have extra costs associated with their study. The Disabled Students Allowance isn't means tested and can help with specialist equipment or travel costs. Other awards are means tested, so your circumstances will be assessed to determine your eligibility. These include the Parents' Learning Allowance, Childcare Grant, and the Adult Dependence Grant. We hope that this talk has helped explain student finance and you found it useful. If you have any questions, there is a fact sheet you can download from our website with more details. If this doesn't answer your queries, our Student Money Advice team is on hand. They can offer advice and information to help you make informed decisions about your student finance. Visit www.southwales.ac.uk/money to get in touch.